Hello everybody, right, so just a bit of an overview of the market really, and what's likely to happen with the market and where we stand with altcoins and alt season and Bitcoin in general. So let's have a look. Let's start off with looking at the Bitcoin dominance chart. So the Bitcoin dominance is looking like it's retracing now, and it's at a pivotal level here. If we break down from this level here around the 68%, we're looking to come down to this, and this would be a big deal, all right. And this is the sort of thing we're looking for when we're talking about alt season. We're looking to find ourselves a bounce around the 66, around the 66 level, 66.40, which is where the 200 EMA is currently. And once that bounces from there, yes, we will see altcoins get hurt a little bit. But once we break down from there, if we break down from there, and we may do, to be honest with you, then we're going to be talking about big altcoin moves. Now, the other chart that we look at here is this one, which is the total market cap excluding Bitcoin. Okay, so all altcoins apart from Bitcoin, and their market caps combined. So this is a huge overview of all the coins. I mean, you've got all the crap ones, you've got the good ones, you've got the ones in the middle. So you know, there's a lot of terrible coins out there dragging this chart down, but there is, you know, it still proves to be quite a significant chart to go by. And what we're looking at now is we're looking at a bit of a beginnings of a recovery, but a bit of a delicate area. Okay. So we collapsed all the way down from here, and pretty much all coins began to have their death crosses around this level, which is what happened here. We had a death cross, and that death cross has been playing out, and now it looks like we're kind of balancing out ever so slightly. We're looking at this on the daily chart now, and we're finding support on this now positive slope of the green 50 EMA. We've been bouncing around that a lot of times over the last few weeks now. We're actually just breaking down beneath it now for the first few times. We might actually end up breaking down beneath it a little bit more dramatically, because what I am anticipating is a drop in Bitcoin any moment, really. Within the next few days, any moment we will drop down beneath this descending trend that we've been supported on for several weeks now. And the reason I think this is because this 242, this red moving average here, the 242, we closed beneath it here, the first time it's ever happened in a bull trend, and we went straight down almost 10%. Now we did recover amazingly, that's without question, we did do that, but again, for the second time now in Bitcoin's history in a bull trend, we have closed and now opened underneath the 242, which is not looking good. We're also beneath all major moving averages, including the 200 EMA, which we've not been under that since we broke out above it. Now we've got a negative slope here on the green 50 exponential moving average, which doesn't look good. So there's a lot of reasons, and there's more. I've made a video if you want to have a look at my Bitcoin analysis. I did upload a video earlier on this evening, so you can have a look at that in full. But generally it's not looking good. It looks like it wants to break down. So that breakdown will break down the rest of the market. This will probably break us down beneath this support that we're currently finding ourselves on the green 50 exponential. But what I can say is that we've been moving down for a while now, and you know, the gap is starting to look a little bit more positive since we've been rejected from the 200 EMA here, rejected from the 200 EMA here. These are things that I would have expected, trying to recover from a death cross. But the gap is getting a little closer. Now, when we break down, if we break down, I should say, for when Bitcoin comes down, we will see who is the stronger, the alts or Bitcoin in general. Will Bitcoin dominance continue to retrace, or will the market collapse at a faster rate? And the Bitcoin dominance chart will tell us that. What we're looking to see basically is Bitcoin come all the way down to the 66.40 level before it's supported, and it's at that level there where we might start to see more bounces from alts. Now, I said that the earliest I would have expected to see some kind of alt season would have been in November. I've been saying this for a while now, just going off the back of this chart. But it's more likely that it's going to be around January, giving this a little bit more time to reset and for these gaps to get closer and closer together before the inevitable golden cross is formed. As you can see here, the chart that we've got to go by, the last death cross that we really had was all the way back here in June of 18, and we really did not have a good time as a result of that. But this healed itself around the May level, But before then we had this big move here, which was caused from Bitcoin. Bitcoin, then new money flowed into the market, and then our golden cross formed, and we went pretty much parabolic. Now, what I do think is going to happen is that alts will suffer when Bitcoin collapses into the $7,000 area. Alts will suffer from that. But by January, these should have reset enough to be close enough together for us to break above the 200 EMA, and that will in turn form the golden cross shortly after. As you can see here, we broke above the 200 EMA, we stayed above it, it became a support for us. We did break down beneath it, but at that point the price action had been so high and so fast and so heavy that the golden cross was pretty much in the bag. And as soon as we saw these, which was pretty much, as everyone was expecting this golden cross to take place, as it did with Bitcoin, the whole market just went pretty much parabolic. We will be seeing something like that again with alts opposed to Bitcoin early next year, I'd say by January. And when we're talking about moves like this, we're talking not just with Bitcoin. Obviously Bitcoin has done very well and it's held its value since its liftoff in March, April area. But we will see coins, top coins, things like EOS, maybe Litecoin, possibly XRP, definitely Chainlink, smaller cap coins like Matic. They will be doing 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5x's, some of these, from the value that they are at right now, and certainly from the value that they're going to be after the Bitcoin collapse, which is, like I say, on the cards any minute now, likely to happen. So what I would say is, if you're looking to buy something or get invested, of course, I'm not a financial advisor, it's not financial advice, you could buy it now, but it looks to me as though the market is going to take another hit, possibly another 2 hits, and then it's at that level then when we can start to think about buying alts, and alts at very low prices, considering that in the next 3 months we could be looking at doubling, tripling, quadrupling or more our original investment in those alts. Now, I can't give you an overall list of all these alts and what they're looking to do. Me personally, the ones I'm heavily invested in, it would be Chainlink, it's Matic and Ethereum. They're the ones that I'm really looking to hold on to the most, and actually Binance coin as well. I know, sorry about that, but yeah, I do hold a lot of Binance coin, but it's not one that I talk about too often. But it's fundamentally one of those coins that's likely to do very well in the long term, But other than that, yeah, Chainlink, Matic, Ethereum. I do toy with the idea of XRP, but I think I'm not looking to buy it at the level it is now. I'd probably be looking at buying XRP if it managed to come down to around about 22 cent or so. I could probably look at buying it. It's definitely been an underperformer this year, but those are the ones I'm looking to buy up the most. And I've got a lot of my tether now ready to pick up on this next collapse of Bitcoin. Bitcoin, like I say, looking to come down into the 7,000s any minute really, and then I'll be buying everything back for that inevitable alt season around January 2020. Now, will I be holding it after that? We'll have to see how the market looks and see if it's gone parabolic or if it looks a little healthier than this, because this wasn't that healthy. This is pretty crazy, to be honest with you. But yeah, I am anticipating the alt season in January, and I'm looking to buy those after the next dump, which will be coming pretty soon, and there might be a further dump after that. But this is the chart that I'll be looking at the most to decide when and whether or when I'll be buying it. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there. Not a very informative video, I do grant you that. We're talking several months into the future. We're talking about hypothetical things that are, like I say, very likely to take place, but we're talking about a market cap here. We're not talking about specific prices of certain coins to be buying them at. We're talking about timing and choosing that time appropriately based on the health of the overall market, which I find in many ways is probably more appropriate as an investor than a trader. And I am pretty much more of an investor at this point, because I do have a career and it's not one that I'm willing to give up to do this. But at the same time, I do like to trade when I have the time to, but I really do need to plan my investments at the most appropriate level. So I'm looking at investing from a trader's perspective, and this is one of the tools that I'm going to be using to do that, and I would urge you to look at it in the same way. It's all very good to be buying coins and waiting, but when you could buy coins at half the value, that's a more of an educated way to invest. You don't want to invest immediately when I expect everything to fall down again at least 1 or 2 times before we really begin to recover. So I'll leave it with you there. Not very interesting video, but I thought I'd make it for you anyway, because this is how I'm basing my investments. Anyway, take it easy. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice evening and a good weekend.